Exercise 11.1.
Listen to a conversation between two students.
So, Joan, your roommate told me that you had a meeting with Dean Metzger this morning.
Well, actually, it's later this afternoon. I'm meeting her at 4 today.
How come?
Well, I'm sure you've been hearing and reading about the cuts in the university budget, right? Well, the budget for the university debate team was really slashed. In fact, it was cut more than in half. And it was already a bare-bones budget. To tell you the truth, I don't know if... Well, I don't really think we'll be able to keep debating.
Really? So what does the debate team spend its money on? The coach's salary or...
No, as a matter of fact, my friend Kurt Wyndham is our coach, and he volunteers his time. Kurt's a graduate student now, but when he was an undergrad, he was a debater himself.
So then, how do you spend your money?
Well, mostly we spend it on travel expenses. We take 4 or 5 trips a semester to other campuses, and we need money for bus fares or gas money, hotel rooms, meals, things like that.
Well, I kind of hate to say this, but would it really be the end of the world if the debate team couldn't keep going? I mean, does anyone really care all that much about debate?
The people on the team do. Most of us have been debating since high school, and it's really important to us. And you know, it can be really good career preparation. You learn research skills, you learn, well, to communicate, to think on your feet, you learn teamwork. My father's a lawyer, and when he was in college, he went to college over in England, he was involved in debate, and he says it was a wonderful way to train for the courtroom. He's the one who talked me into joining the team.
Well, I'm just saying, except for a few people on the team, how does having a debate team really benefit the university?
Oh, don't even get me started. For one thing, there's the whole matter of school tradition. I mean, did you know that this school has had a debating team for over 100 years? And over the years, we've won a dozen or more regional tournaments and a couple of national tournaments. Then there's the prestige. We haven't had a good football or basketball team for years, but our debate team is always one of the best in the region. A good debate team attracts people who debated in high school, and they're always some of the top students. And a lot of famous people are on college debate teams. President John F. Kennedy, for one, and...
Okay, you've sold me.
And we're not even asking for that much. It's like a millionth of what the school spends on football and basketball. I mean, I don't have anything against sports teams, but...
Still, I can't see why you're going to talk to Dean Metzger. She's dean of the School of Arts and Sciences. She's not in charge of the university budget.
No, I know. You're right. And we tried to get an appointment with President Fisher, but his assistant kept saying he was too busy right now and wasn't able to meet with us. So Kurt came up with the idea of talking to Dean Metzger. He said Dean Metzger's fair. She has that reputation anyway. And she's, willing to listen. So, I don't know, maybe if we can convince her, then she can persuade President Fisher and the Board of Chancellors not to cut our budget so much.
Well, if anyone can convince her, you can. I'll tell you, though, if I were you, I'd keep trying to get a meeting with President Fisher. Talking to Dean Metzger won't hurt, but really, President Fisher is the person whose mind you have to change.
Now get ready to answer the questions. You may use your notes to help you. Question 1. Why does the woman mention her father? Question 2. How does the man feel about the woman's appointment with Dean Metzger? Listen to a conversation between two students.
Hey, Julie, want to go see a movie tonight?
Oh, wish I could, but I'm on my way home to study. I have a midterm in my math class tomorrow.
How are your midterms going?
So far, so good. The only one I'm at all worried about is the math exam tomorrow. How about you? Don't you have any midterm exams?
As a matter of fact, I do have one in geology class tomorrow, but there's nothing I can do tonight to get ready for it.
What sort of test is it? Multiple choice or essay?
Neither, actually. Dr. Fowles gives us a mineral sample, and we have an hour to figure out what it is. We work in teams of 2.
How on earth do you do that? I mean, a rock's a rock, isn't it?
Actually, there are a number of tests you can perform on minerals to figure out what they are. First off, you just look carefully at the sample.
Okay, what do you look for?
Well, you check the mineral's color, although that's one of the most unreliable tests.
Why? Why would that be unreliable?
Because a lot of minerals have impurities that change their color. For example, pure quartz is clear, but then you also have white quartz, rose quartz, smoky quartz. It's all the same mineral, but different colors. Another thing to look for is luster.
You mean how shiny it is?
That's right. The way light reflects off the mineral. Most minerals that contain metals tend to have a shiny, metallic luster. Non-metallic rocks often look dull. Then you can do a taste test.
Ew, yuck! I wouldn't taste a mineral sample. Who knows where the mineral sample has been?
Well, it can help you identify certain minerals. For example, halite has a salty taste. Probably the most useful test of all is the hardness test. Have you ever heard of the Mohs scale?
Huh? The what scale?
It's a scale that indicates how hard a mineral is. We have a kit that we use that contains samples of minerals, of known minerals that, have a certain hardness. It goes from talc at number 1, talc is so soft you can scratch it with your fingernail, to diamonds at number 10. Diamonds are the hardest.
I know. They're the hardest substance in the world. Do you actually have a diamond in your kit?
Yeah, sure, a tiny little industrial diamond. So let's say you can scratch your sample with fluorite, which is number 4 on the scale, but not with, gypsum. That's number 2. Then on the Mohs scale, you,
Then the sample must be about 3 on that scale, right?
Right. So you look on the list that comes with the kit, and you know it's one of those minerals that is about 3 on the scale. Another good test is the streak test, which tells you the true color of a mineral.
I thought you said color is unreliable.
Oh, right, I did. But, see, the streak test shows you the true color of the mineral. You take your sample and rub it against a piece of unglazed porcelain, okay? And look at the color of the streak on the porcelain. Remember all those different colors of quartz I mentioned? Well, if you do a streak test on those, the streak on the porcelain looks the same, no matter what color the mineral appears to be. Oh, and my favorite is the acid test. You pour a little bit of acid, of vinegar, say, on the sample, and sometimes with a certain kind of mineral, one that contains calcium, it fizzes and foams. It's really cool. And then there's the specific gravity test, the ultraviolet test, that one's kind of fun too. Oh, and the blowpipe test, and then...
Wait, stop, I get the picture. And after you've done all these tests, you can identify any mineral?
Well, usually, not always, but usually. My partner and I have done a couple of practice runs, and we didn't have any trouble figuring out what mineral we were looking at. So I'm pretty sure we can do the same tomorrow.
Now get ready to answer the questions. You may use your notes to help you. Question 3. How does the man explain his geology midterm exam to the woman? Question 4. What is the woman's attitude towards the taste test? Question 5. Why does the man mention quartz? Question 6. What is the man's attitude toward his geology midterm?